Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. Roy again here with another pro tip for you this morning. So, well, it's morning where I'm at. I don't know where it is at your area of the world. So today I want to talk about in this pro tip what you can use as alternatives for planishing stakes. So you can get different planishing stakes for doing different work, for bowl work, things of that nature, be able to put texture marks on curved or radius surfaces. These can be all different shapes and sizes, but the main drawback is you have to forge these. You have to be able to forge the tool first, you have to be good with your heat treating method, so this way the tool will hold up for years of service, and it takes time out of your day. One of the biggest things that I have found to be handy is to use a hammer face. Some hammer face, this happens to be a sledgehammer face, to be able to take and work material on over as a planishing stake just by using a hammer face. If you're using these hammers on the daily, these should already be ground fairly smooth and ready to take and go to work, so it shouldn't be an issue to take and use them to take and hammer against. Now you're going to say, Roy, but what about hammering a hard hammer against another hardened steel face? Well, you never hammer a hardened hammer against another hardened steel face. You have a piece of material being worked in between. Otherwise, a light tap blow like this isn't going to do anything. It's much like just working against the anvil face itself. Hammer faces are a lot harder usually, generally, than what anvil faces are. But now you've got a really easy to use hammer planishing stake. Let me pull this out. I'll show you a different one here. So, say you want to form a candle cup. There we go. Use a ball peen hammer, locked in the vise. Now you've got this little small cup shape here that you can then work pieces over and work flowers or candle dishes or whatever to do some raising around this form. Very, very handy. One of the other things that I have seen, let me grab it here, is stuff like doing French repose kind of thing. I've seen just a few videos on it, but basically to raise lines they use a stake that looks like the cross of a cross peen. So they use that on one end, they use another lightweight hammer on the other end, and then they bring the sheet metal or the material to raise a line and they hit just off center. And that's how they raise a line, is by hitting off center. Again, this is just with my hammer arsenal. So you don't have to necessarily forge different stakes and things of that nature. Take a look around your shop and start looking at the different peens and cross sections and the dimensions of your hammer, your own hammer faces of your forging hammers, and don't be afraid to lock them in a vise and use them as a bottom tool when necessary. So that's it for this pro tip. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Always remember to subscribe and jingly bell for notifications. And as always, if you haven't checked out our store yet at ChristCenteredIronworks.com, or you can go over to BlacksmithPDFs.com. They both lead you mostly to the same place. We have tons of information there to help out the new beginning blacksmith and even the more professional or advanced smiths out there. So go give the site a check out if you get the time and you're in the market for power hammers and further education in blacksmithing. Without further ado, I'm going to get back to the smithing. God bless you, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.